Hello, this is Jennifer, Mosaic Manifestation Coach, and I am calling in a whole new life for myself. I always knew that I wanted to be some type of teacher. When I was a kid, I had this idea that I was going to be a teacher. Oh, I'm going to be a teacher. And I didn't become a teacher. But yet, everything that I learn, I want to share. And so, in fact, that has come to fruition now because I do love to teach what I learn and what I am embodying. And I love to learn. I love to absorb. I love looking and sharing and getting different perspectives on life because it's beautiful. And the whole reason I created Mosaic Manifestation is because we are, in essence, we are one consciousness, and that is the Father. But through the Son, through man, we get to experience it in many, many, many different ways. And that's what makes it so beautiful and so unique and so colorful. So I wanted to share a passage from Neville Goddard that I read because this is really, really important. We have to truly, truly, truly grasp that we are God and God is us, that we are sons of God, that we are all children of God, Christ consciousness, and fill ourselves with so much love. And I don't mean egotistically, I mean truly know that we are all that there is, and that when you experience anything, only you are experiencing it, right? Like you can't jump into someone else's body and experience through them. Can you? No. And so that's why when we, when Neville Goddard or any of the coaches would talk about everyone is you pushed out, it doesn't mean literally everyone is you pushed out. What it means is whatever you assume that they are thinking about you is what they're going to think about you, because we are all that is. And so that opinion that we are putting on someone else about us, or that we're putting on about someone else, we're always going to be right. We're always going to say, yeah, see, I told you I was right. I told you that she was going to go behind my back and talk about me. Why? Because you assumed that that person was going to go behind your back and talk about you. And so that's what happened. So I am realizing this is the most important work that we could ever do. Self-concept work is it. It's the identity of who we are being that gets reflected back to us in the 3D world. Whether it's lagging or not is irrelevant. But whatever we assume about others, or that we assume others are thinking about us, we are always going to be proven right. It's always going to come to roost. It's always going to come into manifestation in some form or another. And, it's kind of funny because when I was going through my separation with my ex, he had said to me, well, I always knew there would be a time, and I always knew there would come a time when you would leave me. He's like, I just knew it. And it's this cosmic dance, man, where we are fulfilling these assumptions, and whatever we decree to be comes to pass at some point in time about ourselves or about our experiences. And so it is so important to just fill yourself up with love, to fill yourself up with all of the things that you would tell your children, if you have children, or your grandchildren, or your spouse, or your best friend, or your aunt, or your whoever that is important in your life. You know, how magnificent they are. We need to do that for ourselves, because we are children of God. And we shit on ourselves more than we build ourselves up. And then we wonder why, things aren't working out in our favor, And even in the beginning, for me, like, I would affirm in the morning and affirm at night before I went to bed, right? But throughout the day, well, that's not going to happen. Or, they're not going to choose me for that. Whatever it is, whatever thoughts I had, I was literally putting my own self down in my mind, in my consciousness. And there's no judgment. God doesn't judge. God is us as us. God lives in us, as us, and through us. And there's no judgment. That's why good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. And that's why there's murder. That's why there's, catastrophes that happen. And, people can argue this all day. It doesn't matter. Like, I know this to be true. I've studied this long enough to know that when I was putting myself down, I did nothing but self-sabotage. I expected bad things to happen, and for the most part they did. Not all of them, but I would live in this fearful state of low self-worth. And man, it is, for anybody who's there now, I feel you, I definitely feel you, because it's not a good place to be mentally. But here's the good news. At any moment, now, right, which is any moment, because there's only now, there's really, there's really no past, no future. So at any moment, meaning now, you can make a choice to say, no more. And it's not going to be easy. I can promise you it's not a light bulb moment. It takes time and preparation. I still have so many moments of doubt. I wasn't going to come on today because I didn't have any makeup on, and I didn't do my hair. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. This channel is not for anybody, to say, oh my God, she's so beautiful and we need to listen to her because, she looks good. I'm not here to gain subscribers based on my looks. I am here to change lives based on my words. And that's all that matters to me, because I am choosing this new reality for me. Okay? And for anybody who's with me now and is going to be with me on this journey, you are going to see that I am the proof of going from 0 or like whatever I have, 8, 9 subscribers to more than I know what to do, to blowing up, to helping other souls realize their worth, because that's what I chose. This is the decision that I made. And I am not going to allow the fear of being seen on camera without makeup to stop me from spreading the good word that now is all that matters. The past is over. When you revisit it, you're only revisiting it now in the current state. Whatever happened, it happened. And Neville Goddard said we can revise it to work in our benefit. Does it change the reality of what happened? No, of course not. But it allows us to see it in a different light, that it will benefit us, to help us to bathe into this self-concept of pure perfection, of being love and light and chosen. Because it states in the Bible that I am is God. It is conscious awareness of being, of all that is. Of all that is. So I'm going to find it. And when you decree something, it has to come to pass, right? Without wavering. We can't be saying, oh, this, oh, well, today I feel great, so today I'm going to do, but tomorrow, I mean, I've been there. It's like I said, persistence. When you persist in that thing, it has to come to pass. It definitely will. Let's see here. Can a man decree a thing and have it come to pass? Most decidedly he can. Man has always decreed that which has appeared in his world, and is today decreeing that which is appearing in his world, and shall continue to do so as long as man is conscious of being man. Not one thing has ever appeared in man's world but what man decreed that it should. This you may deny, but try as you will, you cannot disprove it. For this decreeing is based upon a changeless principle. You do not command things to appear by your words or loud affirmations. Such vain repetition is more often than not confirmation of the opposite. Decreeing is ever done in consciousness. That is, every man is conscious of being that which he has decreed or declared himself to be. The dumb man, without using words, is conscious of being dumb. Therefore, he's decreeing himself to be dumb. When the Bible is read in this light, you will find it to be the greatest scientific book ever written. Instead of looking upon the Bible as the historical record of ancient civilization or the biography of unusual life of Jesus, see it as a great psychological drama taking place in the consciousness of man. Claim it as your own, and you will suddenly transform your world from the barren deserts of Egypt to the promised land of Canaan. Okay, so let's see here. The Bible proves beyond the shadow of a doubt that Moses and the prophets were in 100% accord as to the identity and nature of God. And Jesus' life and teachings are in agreement with the findings of the prophets of old. Moses discovered God to be man's awareness of being when he declared these little understood words, I am hath sent me unto you. David sang in his Psalms, be still and know that I am God. Isaiah declared, I am the Lord and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. The awareness of being as God is stated hundreds of times in the New Testament, to name but a few. I am the shepherd. I am the door. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the beginning and the end. And again, whom do you say that I am? It is not stated, I, Jesus, am the door. I, Jesus, am the way. Nor is it said, whom do you say that I, Jesus, am? No. It is clearly stated, I am the way. The awareness of being is the door through which the manifestations of life pass into the world of form. Guys, you can't get more simple than that. It just can't. Okay, so know and fill your cup with all of the glory of who you are. Okay? When I feel like crap, when I don't feel like I am in my God consciousness, which we always are, but the ego separates us, makes us feel like we're separated, even though we're not. I flood myself with my affirmations to help quiet and dispel the egoic mind and remind myself, remember to remember, become a member again of who I am. I am all that there is. I am the chosen one. I am always chosen. I am magnificent. I am pure perfection. I am pure love. I am all that I desire. I am light. I am amazing. Whatever we attach I am to, we shall become. And your ego will fight it. Trust me, I know. Oh my God, have I had so many literal, what they call dark nights of the soul, where I kept fighting, but I realized, what am I fighting? Who am I fighting? I'm fighting a thought. Is a thought greater than me? Is a thought that I am not worthy greater than I am? And everything that I attach the beauty of I am to? So, words are truly powerful. Words truly are spells. And when we see it in this context, it really, 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 guys, needs to make you pause to see how powerful you truly are and how we get to co-create or step into that version of ourselves that we desire to be, and know that because we desire it, it's available for us, and we're able and capable to be, do, or have whatever it is we desire. Really, really think about this, guys. Really, really marinate. And one of the things that I've been doing as a technique when I'm feeling really anxious is something that will help you to be in this moment, to be present, right? Because if anybody was able to get stuck in their head, it was me. First of all, like, I don't know if there's any truth to, well, I guess it's whatever I believe, right? But as a Virgo, I was very, very, very analytical, which I don't know if that's a collective conscious now thing, but it doesn't matter. But to the point where it was crippling me, analysis paralysis, right? That was me. And I defined myself with, oh my God, I'm overthinking this and I don't know what to do, and thoughts. Instead of what I do now, take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Hold it. Let it go. And I do that a few times to come into my heart center. And then I just say, I am. I am. I am all that I am. I am light. I am love. I am pure perfection. And then I just feel the energy inside of my body. Because if everything is energy first before it manifests, then I too am energy. And I am energy before I am this body. So come into this space, close your eyes, and feel the inside of your body if you can, or if you can't, feel the energy inside of your hands or your feet, because sometimes the extremities help us to do that. And that will give us presence. It'll anchor us into the now, because there really is no future, guys. Everything we think of in the future, we're always recreating now. So don't reinfect yourself with scarcity, with fear, with events and circumstances that harmed you or, caused you grief. And if you do have to think of those things, forgive them. Go into the scene where it happened. Go to that first scene where you felt abandoned. And through those eyes, see it as perfect. See it as what you would imagine it, what you wanted it to be, how you wanted to be treated, the outcome you desired. And when I do these two things, I just feel at peace. I feel at peace. And then I am in God mode. I am in my God mode because I know that I am pure perfection, that I am loved, I am loving, I am everything that I desire to be. And I blow myself up with nothing but love. I give myself a glow up. So I'm telling you, what is it you desire? And what is it that's stopping you from that desire? And a suggestion would be to, if it's anything related to an SP, see if you can maybe put that person to the side for a moment and stop making that person so important and start making you important. Tell yourself how magnificent you are. Go and then, do something. that makes you feel really good. Okay? And I don't mean doom scrolling or, getting lost in a show. I mean, do something for yourself that makes you feel good. Like for me, I'll sketch. I love to do Zumba. I love to dance. I love line dancing now. That's something new that I'm doing for myself. I like to roller skate. I'm just doing things that are making me feel good and putting me in the present moment. And I can tell you guys, no one is more important than you. No one is more important than me. And when you start prioritizing yourself as the most important person on earth, because you are all that there is, because no one can experience for you, try it. Tell someone else to come and experience your life for you. You can't. Right? When you think about somebody, you're thinking about them now, but you don't know what exactly they're doing right now, right? If it's someone, let's say, in another state, you can't jump into their world and know what they're doing. You can only assume you know what they're doing. So if we're going to use assumptions, then let's make it the best stories ever about them and about us. Okay? I had a really not good childhood. It was shit. It was horrible. But guess what? That was in the past, and I get to rewrite that. I get to choose how I want to see it. And people may say it's delusional. It doesn't matter. If I can take the past, experiences of what happened to me and turn it into something that actually benefited me, where I feel loved, cherished, chosen, whole, and complete. What does it matter to you? What does it matter to anybody? And you don't even have to do that. You can just feel whole and cherished and chosen right now. Right? But some of the things is some of the limiting beliefs that may come up are going to be obviously stemming from past experiences. So who cares? Revise it. If it makes you feel good and feel whole again, and you can get to a place of peace for yourself and for that other person, then that's true forgiveness. And who cares? It's your imagination. It's your world. I remember I was, I must have been like 18 years old. And I went on a date with this guy. And I will never forget. Gave me a kiss goodnight. And I was like, wow, I had, that was so much fun. Thank you so much or whatever. And because we went dancing. We had a great night. And it was like one of those moments I'll never forget. He turned around before he left and he was like, it's your world and I'm just living in it. It made me pause then. And I still always think about that. It's your world and I'm just living in it. So this is your world, right? And this is my world. And we, get to decide the meaning of how people show up in it. It's a beautiful thing, guys. It's a beautiful thing. Read Neville, open the Bible, start, playing with the Bible with regard to Neville Goddard, because it really does make the Bible make sense where it didn't make sense to me before, but using it as a metaphysical tool, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me now, how to interpret the Bible and how it literally can take our minds, and it has almost every scenario that we could possibly think of, because we're human, right? And we're all going to experience the same emotions and the same fear-based thoughts, just in different circumstances. So I really hope this helped. I know that it helped, because I am assuming that for you, that it is helping you. And I know for me, when I come on and I do these videos, it brings me joy. It fills my cup, and then my cup runs over. And we're all here to help each other to wake up to our true nature. So thank you for listening, and know that you are God and God is you, and it's not blasphemy. It may feel like it at first, because that egoic mind, wants to keep us separated. And when you know you are one with Source, and you are co-creator, meaning you get to step into the reality that you choose to create a life that you love, it's a game changer. Anyway, all right, that's it for my rant until the next time. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.